Okay, we all in?
Yep.
On your arm. There you go, is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Got to be comfortable. Right guys, so this is a Discovery. It's a standard car. We haven't fiddled with it, messed with it, changed it in any way. You know, a lot of people ask, has it got different tyres on it or and all that sort of stuff, but it is completely standard. What I have done though, notice when you got in you had to pull yourself up. It's a tad higher. It's nearly 2 inches higher than it would be for riding on the road, and I've deliberately done that. I've pressed a button here and it's got air suspension rather than steel springs, and that's lifted the car up for me, so that's given me more ground clearance, which fairly obviously you can see why we've done that, because there's lots of lumps and bumps and I don't want to ground the car out. The other thing that I've done is I've put it into the low gears. So this is an 8-speed automatic gearbox, but there's another 8 gears for going in low range. And put that in human terms, if the three of us walked across this now, or all of this course, we'd naturally take little steps, wouldn't we? If you watch my fingers, like that. Yeah, we'd do that, wouldn't we? Yeah, to stop yourself falling over. And that's what I want the car to do. And it's just a button. The vehicle's got traction control, hill descent control, differential locks, lots of stuff like that, and that will assist the car in getting through some of this terrain. And all of that stuff basically just stops the wheels from slipping in one way or another, like the differential locks, the traction control. And actually here, that's what you can hear working a little bit, the traction control. Okay, we're going to lean over. Do you know why we're going to lean over? Because we can.
Because it's a car.
Good answer.
There's no other reason. I mean, yeah, there is a reason. We're trying to show you what the car's capability, and I suppose here, although it's a little bit scary, it does show you the how low the weight is. You know, the centre of gravity on the car is super low, and the whole car's made of aluminum, and it's riveted and bonded together with a 4,000 rivet, so it's super light, but without the weight penalty. You know, sorry, super strong, but without the weight penalty. You know, rather than making it out of steel. The previous car was made out of steel, and it was a body on frame, and weighed 1,000 pounds heavier than this. So yeah, it makes a huge difference. You know, for economy and braking and handling and everything else. So I'm going to lean the car over to the left, like that. So yeah, this is a very, very capable car. If you were driving an older car, you know, no matter what it is, but without some of the technology that this has got on, like traction control, hill descent control, features, maybe I should say, the front right-hand wheel now is, well, when we get to the maximum height, be about a foot in the air. So if I just put the brake, but you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't know that the wheel's up in the air. And if you were doing this in an old school car, as soon as that wheel left the ground, it would have just been spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and there's nothing you can do other than change your route or go too quick and use momentum. But then when it all happens too quick, that's when you start making mistakes, so you haven't got time to react. You know, and also the suspension compresses and you're diving the car into holes and things, you know, you're catching the bumper and the exhaust and all that sort of stuff. So we always say as slow as possible, as fast as necessary, not the other way around. Not as fast as possible. Unless you're being shot at. Then it's different, I guess. Yeah. Then your priorities change. So that's me messing about there with the brake. So I'm trying to get the car to rock a little bit. But even with me taking a very poor route there, it's still, you know, with the wheel up in the air, it still keeps pushing forward. Okay. It's pretty comfortable, isn't it? Nice place to be, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so around we come. So I'm going to climb up here. The vehicle's, as I said before, has got low range gears, and when we climb up here, it will basically be doing the small step thing. Yeah, you don't want to fly up here and do a jump at the top, but equally I don't want to go.
That'd be fun.
No, well, maybe it would, I don't know. But the other thing I've got is it's set down here to this terrain response, and what this terrain response is a little pretty picture here with a tree. We've got grass, gravel, snow, sand, rock crawl and some other settings as well. But what that does, it fine tunes things like what gear it pulls away in. I don't want first gear here. Also how sensitive these differentials are, so it's doing loads of different things, but ultimately it's helped me to get up here by configuring various bits on the car. And there you go, we're doing 1,000 RPM up here. There's hardly anything, is it?
That's hardly anything.
Yeah. Okay, so to come down the hill, if you watch my foot on the brake now I'm taking my foot off the brake, and the car will do a better job than me banging the brakes on. And the reason for that is it has hill descent control. It's already on, it's been on all the way around, but that's the first time I've really used it. And what it does is it just decelerates the car using the brakes, same as me, but the key difference is it's not locking the wheels. Whereas if you or me tried to brake, potentially you could lock the wheels and slide because you're trying to physically stop the wheels. Where all what that's doing is just using the brakes, but it's decelerating the wheels. Sorry, I saw him at the last minute then. I'll make you jump.
Oh, that was very informative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.